Welcome to the first Laguna Robot LEGOLympics 2022 launching ceremonies. My name is Rochelle from Pelta and I will be your host for today.
Recording in progress.
For program, let us all give a moment of silence for the opening prayer to be followed by the Philippine national anthem.
Lead me, Lord, lead me by the hand and help me face the rising sun. Comfort me through all the pain that life may bring. There's no other hope that I can lean upon. Lead me, Lord, lead me all my life. Walk by me across the lonely roads that I may face. Take my arms and let your hand show me the way. Show the way to live inside your heart. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my life. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. Lead me, Lord. Lead me, Lord. Even though at times I'd rather go alone my way. Help me take the right direction. Take your road. Lead me, Lord, and never leave my side. All my days, all my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my life. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life, all through my days. So lead me, oh Lord. Lead me.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, pero sa silakanan, alam ng puso sa
Once again, welcome to the very first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics 2022 launching ceremonies. For over 2 decades now, Felta Multimedia Inc. has been organizing the Philippine Robotics Olympiad together with our partner schools all over the nation. This event is an annual science educational event that primarily aims to challenge the intellectual skills and critical thinking skills of elementary and high school students. And today we are very lucky and honored to be launching the very first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics 2022 organized by Felta, NU Laguna, and the Department of Trade and Industry Philippines Laguna. Now, to give us a welcome remarks, let us all give a round of applause to the Director for Academics of National University, Dr. Josefina G. San Miguel.
Good morning, good afternoon, people. Good afternoon to all our contestants. Now, good afternoon to the representatives of DTI and the representatives of Felta. No? Together, the three of us really want to push the boundaries of critical thinking in our youth. No? We really believe that the best ideas, the more limitless ideas come from the people the younger generation. No? This competition really will not only make you want to, the aim really is not for you to compete, but for you to widen the breadth and depth of your thinking. Being part of a very innovative project like LEGOlympics, will unleash your creativity, will unleash your potentials. It is something that you will remember that you competed on. Until you are old. Why? Because here you will learn not just critical thinking individually, but thinking as a team. Leadership, each of you will be leaders in your own right, contributing your own thought to whatever project you will come up with. The successes that you will have, whether you win or you lose, it's always a success. You did something from nothing, and that alone should inspire you the rest of your lives. So again, I'd like to welcome all of you, all the schools that are represented here, all the future leaders and future thinkers of our country to this very first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics. Thank you very much.
All right. Once again, thank you so much, Director Nina. Thank you for your warm welcome and greetings to all our participants to the first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics 2022. Now, for us to hear a more inspiring message, for us to be inspired of the upcoming event, let us all welcome the woman behind the Philippine Robotics Olympiad. She is the president and CEO of Felta Multimedia Inc., the national organizer of PRO and FLL Philippines, and the World Robot Olympiad ambassador, the one and only Miss Mylene Aviva.
Good afternoon to all, and all our partners and our viewers. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations in advance to our partners DTI Laguna and NU Laguna. And I know that all our school participants are really looking forward to participating in the first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics. The first yan. And our first partnership with DTI. And I am proud to say that I am also a mentor of DTI. And this is really a first for us because DTI is really, especially DTI Laguna, is a trendsetter in providing critical thinking activities and creativity activities for our youth. And I'd like to share with you some insights that I have received from the European Commission because they have conducted a study for students on the evolution of students in the interest in science and technology. And here in the graph, you would see that in developed countries, there are less and less youth, no, who is interested in science and technology. So here, even in the United States, in Norway and Netherlands, and even in Korea, our neighbor Korea, there are less and less students interested in science and technology. So they have embarked on a survey or a study called the Rose Project. And they have asked this question: I would like to be a scientist. And here are the results. In the graph, you will see that 50% girls in the Philippines are interested in science and technology, and 60% boys are interested in science and technology. However, they are not provided with the opportunity to excel in science and to become a scientist. So here you can also see that in developed countries, that you will see that there are less and less girls and boys interested in science and in science, particularly the girls. So here is another question that was posed by the Rose Project during the international study. They asked the next question: I would like to get a job in technology. Here you will see again that there are 78% girls who would like to be in technology and 80% boys. So the same pattern is continuing, that in developing countries, there are less opportunities, but they want to be in science and technology or in jobs in technology. And in developing countries, less and less girls and boys are becoming interested. So here, even the boys are ambivalent. So that may cause a problem for developed countries. So here, that same pattern the same pattern is evident, that in developed countries, less and less boys and girls, and even the boys, are ambivalent. So technology-driven countries, for example, as Japan, may be a problem because their society is aging, and as well as they also need to continue to revive the youth so that they will be interested in technology. So here, it may pose a problem. So moving forward, what are the implications of the science and technology play in roles in modern society? We have partnered with the Department of Trade and Industry because we know, and they do understand, that a knowledge-based and competitive society is the way for us to progress. So here, if we still have fewer and fewer youth who would like to be in careers in science and technology, and we do not reverse the negative developments, it will be more difficult for companies to attract and maintain the right workforce in the future. So that's the reason why DTI has partnered with NU and Felta Multimedia, because it is important for us to have the right skill sets for the workforce of the future, for them to set up an industry or perhaps to be entrepreneurs as well. So what are the core subjects? Why robotics? You'd be probably wondering, why robotics and why partner with DTI and NU? It's because we are learning the innovation skills, critical thinking skills. We're also learning how to communicate. So communication skills, collaboration skills, creativity skills, life and career skills, information media and technology skills, all skills needed for the 21st century for our workforce to be relevant and to be prepared for the future workforce. So That are the recommendations of the European Commission through the Rocard report. They said that a reversal of school science teaching pedagogy from mainly deductive to inquiry-based science education is important, or the IBSE. IBSE has proven its efficacy at both primary and secondary levels in increasing the children's interest and attainment levels. Moreover, IBSE is beneficial to promoting girls' interest and participation in science and activities. I'd like to greet everyone, by the way. It's yesterday, March 8th, was International Women's Day, and March is the National Women's Month. So for all the girls and women out there in STEM, magandang umaga magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, at happy International Women's Month. Okay, so moving on, they also have recommendations about the Rose Project on the prime importance of values, attitudes, and meaning or context for interest in science and technology. So teaching has to be motivating, meaningful, and engaging. Teaching has to link up to what the learners bring to the classroom. In particular, there seems to be a need to humanize school science. So no longer do we have to memorize formulas. We need to understand, we need to be able to engage our students and for them to open up and find solutions to problems. Hindi na po pwede yung memorize. Now, what is the Philippine Robotics Olympiad? So let's watch this very short video.
Bilis at galing sa robotics ang pinakita ng mga estudyante sa 16th Philippine Robotics Olympiad. Taunang paligsahan ito para sa mahigit 600 private at public schools sa buong Pilipinas. Layunin kasi ng grupo na paunlarin ang science, technology at mathematics sa mga kabataan.
Ang goal po natin ay robotics for all, inclusive education in robotics. Ang gusto po namin mangyari ay ma-encourage nga po ang ating kabataan maging scientists, inventors, and engineers for our country.
May creative category rin ay sinagawa para sa mga junior at senior high school. Makikita dito ang mga imbensyon na nakakatulong at pumoprotekta sa kalikasan. Hindi rin nagpahuli ang mga batang nasa edad na 6 to 9 years old para ipamalas ang kanilang galing sa robotics.
We need to make our city inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. What? Look forward and
Apat na araw ginanap ang Robotics Olympiad. Kaya laking tuwa ng ilang estudyante at teachers na nagbunga ang kanilang paghahanda sa kompetisyon.
Extremely rewarding. We want to thank everyone who helped us, from our friends, our family, our teachers, our team in school, our organization, Nexus.
Super saya namin na nag-pay off yung hard work namin during yung mga long hours of training namin.
Robotics is fun. You're learning while having fun.
Malaking karangalan para sa mga nanalong estudyante na ipakita ang galing ng Pinoy sa robotics. Dahil makakasama sila sa Philippine Robotics Team na magko-compete sa World Robot Olympiad sa San Jose, Costa Rica nitong Nobyembre. Mix Bustos, ABS-CBN News.
All right, so isn't that great? And I'm pleased to announce that we're going to be going back to the face-to-face competitions. So what are the interventions that FELPA Multimedia has initiated for robotics technology and education? We have conducted physical training, teacher trainings for teachers. In fact, I would like to invite all our viewers, for the educators from Laguna, to please join us if you're interested for a free teachers training on April 23, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock at the NU Laguna campus. So please do get in touch with us if you're interested. And here we also were featured in the World Robot Olympiad Annual Report 2020. We also have conducted virtual robotics training for teachers during the course of the pandemic. And I'm pleased to announce that we have also contributed to the fight against the COVID pandemic by producing or making robots that are being used to help mitigate the virus. Here we have a photo that I personally have delivered, an robot alcohol dispenser to the office of Vice President Lenny Robredo. And we also have the Dr. Yangas Colleges Incorporated robotics team made a first and only Lego robot ventilator still being used in a hospital in Bulacan. So it's an emergency ventilator that is still being used at the moment. All right, and we have also signed a memorandum of agreement for our friends from the Department of Education. We have signed an agreement with DepEd for the support and for the continuous support and also endorsement of the Philippine Robotics Olympiad, whether in virtual or in physical format. And here are some of the photos that we have done for Robot Virtual Games. I'm pleased to announce that we have been organizing the Robot Virtual Games for the past 2 years and more, since we're still ongoing in our organization of this virtual robot games. And we have been able to rank top 10 even in the world for the Robot Virtual Games Championships. And I'm pleased to announce that again, for the first time in 2 years, we are going to be traveling face to face for the World Robot Olympiad in Germany 2022. But in the past, in 2020, we have won a gold medal, a silver, and a bronze medal in the World Robot Olympiad Canada, a remote platform. And also during the World Robot Olympiad 2021 International Finals, open category junior high school, we have won a gold medal for the Philippines. So here, even in the virtual platform, we are also continuing to give victory for our country. And this is how an actual face-to-face World Robot Olympiad looks like. We have about 90 countries participating, and these are the medals and the trophy we have won in World Robot Olympiad Hungary 2019, when we won a gold medal elementary level. And our new theme for 2022 is My Robot, My Friend. I'm pleased to announce that I have signed an agreement with the World Robot Olympiad to be a World Robot Olympiad ambassador. And this is really, truly an honor for the Philippines. Actually, my stint as World Robot Olympiad ambassador has ended this year because we have now turned over it into a WRO academy. So it has now transformed. But just the same, I'm pleased to announce that I was the first and only WRO ambassador. And here are the career paths for robotics. So you're probably asking, why robotics? For the past 22 years, I have always been explaining to parents that there is a career path for your children to get into robotics. They can now be data scientists, data analysts, software engineers, software developers, cloud managers, AI managers, social media content manager, game developers, implementation analysts, QA testers, aeronautics engineers, virtual assistant, and many, many more. There is a vast career out there for robotics teams and robotics enthusiasts. So I'd like to now thank you, and I would like to say that the future jobs and future businesses and enterprises is in our hands. May I show a short video of My Robot, My Friend. Thank you very much, and God bless us all. See you soon at the first LEGO Geek. Laguna. Go ahead. Okay, so thank you very much, and welcome once again to the first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics, hosted and organized by Felta Multimedia Incorporated in partnership with NU Laguna and DTI Laguna. Back to you, Rochelle.
All right. Thank you so much for the very informative and inspiring message to all our participants and robotic enthusiasts, not just for boys, but also for girls and women, not just in Laguna, but all over the Philippines and the world. Once again, our President, CEO of Felta Multimedia Inc. and WRO Ambassador, the one and only Miss Mylene Aviva. All right. Indeed, there's no gender even in robotics. And with that, happy Women's Month to all the women in robotics and in STEAM and in all different fields. Now, let's hear the inspirational message from our partners from NU Laguna. Let us all welcome. He is the managing director of NU Laguna, Mr. Benjamin F. Oichico.
Good afternoon, everyone. As I was viewing the teaser video posted on Facebook on the upcoming first Laguna Robot Olympics, Lego Olympics, I remember the Lego toy I had during my growing up years, and possibly that of Felta Smiley Naviva, being merely a compilation of squares that you stack up to form a rough building or something that looks like a car or even a make-believe jungle animal. It was just a toy. Today, LEGO has transformed into a vibrant educational instrument that help mold future scientists, engineers, architects, and other careers vital to nation building. Such is the opportunity all of you are presented today with this LEGO Olympics event. You have the opportunity for creation, to transform, and to even begin the process of charting the path to the future with the ideas and expertise you show today. I greatly express my thanks to Felta Multimedia and to DTI and the rest of those who continue to put their trust in NU Laguna as we continue our partnership in pursuing education that works. Congratulations to all of you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for your very inspiring message to all our participants. Um, Once again, Sir Benjamin F. Chico. Okay, now let's hear it from the provincial director of DTI Laguna. Let's all welcome and give a round of applause, Sir Clark Nabrao.
Good afternoon, everyone. Of course, this is a very momentous event, having our first Lego Olympics launch here in the province of Laguna. Of course, our great thank you goes to our partners, Felta, led by Miss Mylene, and of course, NU Laguna through Sir Benji and Doc Nina and her team. On behalf of DTI Laguna, we're grateful that we are partners for this Lego Olympics. This Lego Olympics actually is our fulfillment of the Industry 4.0. We are excited for that because this is our way to secure the future. If you want to secure the future, this is the way to go. And we are very, very excited to start that Lego Olympics now. Of course, we know that there will be this will be a competition, but this Lego Olympics is not just about winning. Winning is actually a bonus to what we will be doing. But the learnings and all the exposures that we will be having, this will be an important aspect as we solidify our core foundations to a brighter competitive future for our Lagunenses. This is a call for all our schools to come together to create a brighter future for our Lagunenses through our Lego Olympics. And DTI is very much supportive of that future. We want to embrace a future that is really full of hope. And we know we wanted to have a competitive future. We wanted to really start it now. And of course, DTI Laguna will make sure that we will be putting all our partners and see to it that the winners, especially the senior high school winners for our competition, will represent us and will have the chance to really go to Germany and witness to themselves that competition, whether they make it into the national competition. As long as they are winners here in the province of Laguna, we will have you have our 101 support to push all our resources to make sure that you represent the province of Laguna in Germany for the World LEGOlympics. And with that, I would say, don't forget, join now, rally all your friends, rally all our schools to be part of this, because the future of Laguna starts with this LEGOlympics. Good afternoon.
All right, thank you so much. Again, the Provincial Director of DTI Laguna, Mr. Clark Nebrao. Thank you so much for securing the future of our youth in Laguna through this innovative program for them. Thank you so much for pushing this through. And I know everyone is very excited to get started with this event. Again, the very first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics 2022. And to introduce to you our theme for this year's WRO, our theme for the WRO 2022 is My Robot, My Friend. All right, there you go. The combination of robotics and artificial intelligence can change the world, and especially the environment of humans. Now, the season challenge are connected to the ways that robots can help humans. Now, the question is, how can we make robot and human interaction helpful, be safe? Now, for each categories, there will be specific themes. For elementary category, this is the garden robot. All right, there you go. For junior high school category, the rescue robot. Okay, tandaan na natin yung mga team natin for each category so that you have at least makakaisip na kayo ng project for this activity. And of course, for our senior high school student, the care robot. All right, there you go. And to give you more information about this year's theme for WRO that we are going to use for this event, let us all welcome. She is the Felta Multimedia Inc.'s LEGO Education Academy teachers trainer and the master trainer of robotics here at Felta. Let us all welcome Miss Annalyn F. Aban.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me fix my audio. There you go. So good afternoon to everyone, and thank you so much for joining for this first Laguna LEGOlympics 2022 launching ceremonies. Okay, so we heard so many inspiring words already about the purpose of this program, and we're glad that we have this innovative programs for our youth. So with that, I would like to acknowledge our friends from DTI Laguna. Good afternoon. And of course, our team from the National University Laguna. Mabuhay po kayo. And of course, Felta Multimedia, our team. So, Miss Rochelle Fajardo mentioned already the theme that we're going to enjoy for this 2022 season, which is My Robot, My Friend. But then there are different sets of challenges for each category. And for those category that we need to follow, of course, we're going to give you some information about that. So you can gain idea on how the Philippine Robotics Olympics category, specifically the robot game, will take place to the competition. So with that, allow me to share my screen. There you go. And I'm going to share with you the solution that we're using with the program together with the Philippine Robotics Olympiad competition. All right, there you go. All right. So this program is brought to you by Felta Multimedia Incorporated, together with DTI Laguna and the National University of Laguna. Okay, now, allow me to introduce our company. We are in partnership with LEGO Education, and the company is the exclusive distributor of LEGO Education solutions here in the Philippines. All the solutions that we are using with the program are dedicated for STEM program, even arts. Okay, so who are we? Who is Pelta Multimedia Incorporated? Pelta stands for First in Educational Learning Trends Always. Okay, since then we're already this is our 55 year in the business. We started 1966 with the aim of providing the academe with instructional materials that answered the needs of times. Okay, so right at this moment, we are providing robotics for innovation. Okay, so with that program, our mission is, of course, to provide quality education through quality teaching materials. And talking about Lego education, since this is under the umbrella of education, all the solutions that we're using with the programs that we have in robotics comes with complete curriculum that is integrated with science, technology, engineering, even arts and mathematics. With this mission, it has been our battle cry throughout the years. Napakahirap po talaga. But then, we believe that quality education can only be achieved through quality teachers and, of course, instructional materials. Pelta always set the standards of providing top quality educational and training materials. So with that, I would like to salute our President and CEO, Miss Maylene Abiba. Okay, there you go. Now, talking about robotics, talking about robots. Okay, so let's highlight first educational robotics. Technically, it teach the design. So for all the learners out there who's watching at the moment, it's gonna be a fun experience for everyone. For we'll be having the opportunity to work with the device and to work with the Lego pieces. Okay, so it's all about working with the design, analysis, application, and of course, the operations of robots. When we talked about robots, it's a machine that includes articulated robots, mobile robots, or autonomous vehicle robot. With this season, we're going to show with you on how we can be friends with robots. And when we talked about educational robotics, of course, it can be taught from elementary school to graduate programs. With Felta Multimedia, actually, we're using the program from smaller kids, like around five years old, because we have our programs for preschoolers. Okay, there you go. So when we talked about the solution, what are the advantages that we can get from it? Okay, when we talked about Lego, it's very popular. And beside with that, when we talked about Lego, it's all about the quality of the solution. So we are all familiar with it, and it offers a robust software and hardware, of course. Hardware, it's the Lego pieces, it's the electronic components for us to use that in creating a prototype. And it also comes with a very friendly software. Yung software po na ginagamit natin with Lego Education, same software na ginagamit po ni NASA. Okay, so later on, I'll be sharing that with you, but specifically will be teaching those elements during the teacher's training. Naabangan nyo po because later on we're going to announce when. So I'm already inviting everyone to sign up and join the competition. And when we talked about going back to the solution, it's a good trade-off between complexity and possibility. As I mentioned earlier, it would give you a chance to work with the device, work with the software, hands-on learning wherein you could share whatever knowledge that you have, because there are so many skills that we need to use in order for us to create a very good creation or a very beautiful creation that is we can use for the national competition, not just for the national competition but for future use as well. As Miss Maylene mentioned, some of the members of Philippine team able to create creation na magagamit natin during pandemic. Okay? So with the advantages, of course, there are so many many benefits that we can get from the program. We all believe that robotics is a concrete and tangible ways for us to build and strengthen cognitive development as well as other academic areas such as mathematics, engineering, communication skills, strategic thinking, and goal-oriented thinking skills. If you listen carefully with Miss Maylene talk, itong mga skills na to, yung possible na makuha nyo of availing and get into the program na magli-lead sa inyo on a good preparation for your future careers. Okay? So highlighting why the benefits from science. When we talked about the subject, we're going to design and program a programmable robots using motors, sensors, gears, wheels, axle, and other technical components. So technically, we can use this for science experimentation that we could use for prototyping. While in engineering, before we come up with a design, of course, we need to brainstorm solution. We need to choose one. We need to build it, we need to test it and evaluate afterwards. Okay, well, in technology, right after those different ways for you to do it, of course, we need to understand and interpret two-dimensional drawing to create the three-dimensional models that we use in robotics. Wherein we're going to build, we're going to test, and right after testing, we need to troubleshoot and then revise the design enable for us to improve the robot performance, whether it's for the robot regular game or for a research use. Then for mathematics, of course, it comes with coding. So with mathematics, we will be exposed with so many mathematical formula that we're gonna use enable for us to make the robot run. So with robotics, we'll definitely gain practical hands-on experience using mathematical concepts such as estimating and measuring distance, time, speed, and then of course in robotics, we need to communicate effectively using scientific and technical languages. With the solution that we're using, since this one comes with a software, enable for us to make the robot run according to the given theme. We need to create a code. All right. But then later on, we'll show you on how we're gonna do it. It's very simple and it's fun. So with the solution that we're using with the program, actually we also have the Lego Mindstorms EV3 later on. I'll try if I can still show you. But then the newest set that we're using with the program called Lego Education Spike Prime Set. So for all the watchers out there who gonna participate, this is the solution that we're using with the program, and we call that Spike Prime Set. So technically, from easy entry project to limitless creative design possibility, it includes option to explore text-based coding with Python. Spike Prime will definitely help students to learn the essential STEAM and 21st century skills needed to become the innovative minds of tomorrow. And the good thing about with the solution, even if you are new to the program, for all the coaches out there and for all the students out there who are interested, you don't need to worry, for we have a very friendly software wherein it will give you a complete guidelines on how you're going to explore the set, how you're going to use this inside the classroom, and how you're going to use this for competition purposes. Plus, it comes with a different unit that we could use as references. And talking about what's inside or what are the things that we could enjoy if we have this Lego Education Spike Prime set. All right. So solution includes Lego Education Spike Prime set. Those are the Lego pieces and the electronic components and the application. So talking about the Lego elements, it comes with 523 Lego elements, intelligence hardware, study storage box and sorting trays. Then it comes with unit plans. Later on, I'm going to discuss further. And it comes with a complete support from getting started, help section and technical support, and it also offers additional accessory, like it also comes with training and professional development for our educators. Then an expansion set. The purpose of this expansion set is for competition purposes, enable for us to create more complex design. Okay, so the solution component comes with unit plans. Those are the curriculum, the bricks, the intelligent hardware, which are the electronic component, and of course the application, which is the coding, plus the professional development and teacher training. Then it's actually a good solution for 6th to 8th grade, and these are the sets of unit that we're going to enjoy. So specifically, the unit plans offers an abstract thinking and reasoning through STEM units with real world relevance. So we have the invention squad unit. If you're into inventing things, if you are a thinker, then we also have the life hack units. It's focused on data representation and manipulation for computer science class that offers 7.5 hours of teaching activity. Then it also comes with Kickstart a business unit that focus on computational thinking skills for computer science class. So from this unit, it offers 6 hours of learning. Then next that we have the Invention Squad that focuses on engineering design process that offers 6 hours of learning for this unit. And most of all, I think ito po yung magagamit natin. We have this competition ready unit. So for all the coaches out there, you could explore this competition ready unit that focuses on empowering students and teachers who are new to robotics. So technically, we're going to explore this during the teachers training. And then this competition ready unit applies the engineering design process na napakahalaga po when we are brainstorming the design of the robot na gagamitin natin for a certain task. Then next to that, since we're all good with the solution that we will be using for the competition, at this time, I'm going to share with you the WRO 2022 season competition guideline. So just like what we mentioned a while ago, the theme for this season is My Robot, My Friend. Okay? It's all about the combination of robotics and artificial intelligence that can change the world, and especially the environment of humans. So it's more of the relationship that we could set between robot and human. So the season's challenge are connected to the ways that robot can help humans, how we make robot-human interaction helpful and safe because it's matter. Okay, so allow me to discuss a little the general rules for WRO 2022 season for you to decide na if you're going to join the said competition. So this Laguna LEGOLympics is brought to you by Pelta Multimedia together with the National University and of course DTI Laguna. And for the competition itself, of course, we are in partnership with World Robot Olympiad, and the national organizer is Pelta Multimedia. And for the local competition, we call that the Philippine Robotics Olympiad. That will lead you to join the World Robot Olympiad. Okay, so hoping that this year, no, magkita na tayo face to face. And of course, in special partnership with Lego Education. So talking about the general rules, of course, we need to identify first the age-appropriate mission. Please take note that the fields and mission are designed with a growing difficulty and complexity from elementary to junior high school to senior high school age group. So there are levels of difficulties to consider. All right. And the rising complexity is seen in the following: the route of the field. Okay. technical complexity of the mission, what are the usual moves that we have during the competition, pushing, lifting, grabbing game object. Later on, we're going to have a live demonstration for that. Then, of course, randomness of the game elements, okay? So for the elements of surprise and for us to know if you really put an effort for your codings. Then a variety of game elements such as number of different colored and or shape objects. And for this competition, of course, we also required accuracy of the solution to the missions. So right after that, of course, the WR or Robo Mission category, teams design robots. So kailangan nyo pong mag-design ng robots. So the teacher's training is very important, where we will be discussing as well on how you should conceptualize the design according to the given team that would solve the challenges and the competition field. All right? So for all the coaches out there, since there are different challenges for each category, the first thing is to conceptualize the design of the robot according to the given team. And when you write the code, please take note that the robot must execute a fully autonomous code. Okay? For you to know more about those fully autonomous code, of course, you need to register and attend the scheduled teachers training na magaganap po sa NU Laguna. And for each age group, a new field and mission are developed each year. So every year po, bago po yan accordingly. Okay, if you want to know more and visit the previous challenges, you can check out Pelta Multimedia website or the WRO website. Then on the day of the competition, there must be a surprise rules that would add a new element to the mission. So meron na tayong randomness, then right afterwards, we will be setting up a surprise rule. So hindi lang po pwede na mag-decide kayo na sumali, because when you join the competition, it requires a full commitment to this program. And of course, there will be an extra challenge that will test the creativity and quick thinking skills of the team at the national and international events. Okay? So what are the focus area for coaches and students out there? Of course, every World Robot Olympiad category and game has a special focus on learning with robots. Kaya meron tayong different sets of challenges. The WR or Robo Mission category, student will focus on developing in the following area: general coding skills, basic robotic concept, wherein it's more of the perception of environment, control, and navigation. Another focus area is the general engineering skills. It's more of how you build a robot that can push, that can lift objects or of a certain sizes. Another focus area is developing optimal strategy to solve concrete mission. Another focus area is, of course, the computational thinking skills. You need to be thinker, you need to debug, and you need to collaborate. Another focus area is, of course, the teamwork. Talking about the national competition, the standard is we have 3 members for each team plus 1 coach. Okay, so the focus area here is the teamwork, the communication skills, the problem solving skills, and of course your creativity. On the actual competition, we'll be giving you 2.5 hours for all the necessary things that you need to do. Includes robot building, programming, testing, and please take note that right after the 2.5 hours preparation, including the math that you're preparing for this competition, you will be giving only 2 minutes to execute your final run. Okay, so it's a total commitment when you join the competition. And right after that, let's go back to the appropriate mission. I believe we're good with this. So another thing in World Robot Olympiad and Philippine Robotics Olympiad, of course, your learning is very important to us. WRO and Philippine Robotics Olympiads want to inspire the student around the world for STEM-related subject, and we want the student to develop their skills through playful learning in our competitions. That's why we are using Lego Education Solution Set. Okay, and this is actually the following aspect, the key for all our competition program. So for teachers, for parents, or other or adults that can help, of course, your role is just to simply guide and inspire the team, but you are not allowed to build, to code, and to program the robot. So please take note of your key responsibility. As teacher, as parent, as coach, or any adult that is around the team, you are the one in charge to facilitate the team. But all the work must be executed by the team members, which are the students. Okay? And for teams, for coaches and judges accept our WRO guiding principles and WRO ethics code that should make all of us aware of fair and learning-full competition. So before the actual date of the competition, the organizer, which is Pelta Multimedia Incorporated, will be giving you the copy of the ethics code wherein you need to countersign. All right? Then on the competition day, teams and coaches need to respect the final decision judges take and work with other teams and judges on a fair competition. So talking about that ethics code will be discussed also during the competition orientation. Okay? Then let's now identify the team and age group definition. So kanina po we mentioned that there are 3 different categories, elementary, junior high school, and senior high school. But we will not rely on their levels. We will be relying through their ages. Okay? So for each team, a team must consist of 2 or 3 students. Ideally 3, but 2 will be accepted, but 1 student and 1 coach is not accepted. So at least minimum of 2 and maximum of 3 students per team. Okay, then of course a team is guided by a coach. So technically it's your teachers in charge. And 1 team member and 1 coach are not considered a team and cannot participate. Again, minimum of 2 members and maximum of 3. Okay? Because we are promoting teamwork and collaboration. Then a team may only participate in the 1 WRO categories in a season. Okay? Because you need to focus and you need to give your full commitment. Then any student may participate in 1 team only. So inulit lang, okay? And the minimum age of a coach at international event na sinusunod din po natin sa Philippines is 18 years old. So your choice must be 18 years old and up. And coaches may work with more than 1 team. Like for example po, with Philippine Robotics Olympiad, in 1 school, we allow up to 2 teams max. Okay? So, posible na si coach is handling the 2 teams. That's possible. Okay? But I think much better kung meron kayong separate coach for each team for the focuses. And the age group in RoboMission competitions are the following. Again po, hindi kayo magbabase if you are elementary, junior high school, and senior high school. Magbase kayo sa age definition po natin. So, ito po ay nakabase sa WRO international rules. Okay? So, for elementary, our players must be 8 to 12 years old in season 2022, born years 2010 to 2014. Okay? So by age definition tayo para safe. If ever na manalo kayo, luckily manalo kayo sa national level, hindi na kayo magkakaroon ng problema pa sa international arena. And for junior team, age definitions are 11 to 15 years old in season 2022, born years for 2007 to 2011. And for senior high school, our age definition is 14 to 19 years old. Okay? So kung junior high school ka pa lang po at 14 years old ka, okay, technically, if you're eyeing to join the competition, wala kang choice kundi sumali sa senior high school category. So for the teams that are interested, please take screenshot, take note of this. But please take note that all the things that I'm discussing at the moment are already available in PELTA website. All right? So we're good with that. Now let's proceed to the responsibilities and team's own work. Ayan. A team should play fair and be respectful towards team, coaches, judges, and competition organizers because we are promoting a very friendly competition. So for your reference of guiding principles, it can be found in this link. Okay? Next to that, every team and coach need to understand the WRO ethics code na ipamimigay po ni local national organizer, which is si PELTA. Then, the construction and coding of the robot may be done only by the team, and the task of the coach is to accompany the team or organizationally to support them in advanced case of questions or problems, but not to do the construction and programming. So si coach po, si teachers po will be there to give them guidelines and facilitation, of course. Then other thing is, of course, a team is not allowed to communicate in any way with people outside of the competition area. It's actually during the competition. Hindi nyo na po pwedeng isama si coach inside the arena. Okay? And team members are not allowed to bring and use mobile phones or any other communication device into the competition area. Hindi ko na kailangan elaborate because it's loud and clear, and we're going to tap this during the training. Okay? And it is not allowed to use a solution, hardware or software that is the same or too similar to solutions sold or posted online. So yung mga newbies that is interested, please take note na lahat po ng makikita nyo sa website, sa YouTube, lahat po yan nakita na ni WRO at ni National Organizer. Okay? And there are instances during the actual competition na meron tayong mga marshal and judges who gonna interview your team on how do you come up with your design and how do you come up with your code. So please be careful in getting references in the available resources in the net. Lahat nung makikita nyo dyan, lahat yan nakita na po namin. Okay? Then, if there is suspicion in relation to Rule 3.3 and 3.6, the team will be subjection for investigation and any consequences as mentioned. Ayan naman po ay naka-inline sa ating ethics code. Okay? Na i-elaborate namin during the competition. Then, if any rules mentioned in the documents are broken or violated, the judges can decide on one or more of the following consequences. Please po tandaan na we're very, very strict sa national competition kasi it's a good practice when we reach the international arena. Okay? And a team may be given a time penalty or maximum of 15 minutes. In these times, teams are not allowed to do any changes on the robot and program. So lahat po ng gagawin nyo ay, of course, must be coordinated to our judges, and the judges will be the one to decide if kailangan. Kasi po, hindi lang isang judges ang nagde-decide. The whole group from each category po will be deciding for that. Kung pasok siya doon sa codes of ethics natin na sinusundan as guidelines. Then a team may not be allowed to participate in one or more rounds. Then right afterwards, a team may get up to a 50% reduced score in one or more runs. Ayan. So kailangan nyo po talagang i-download yung guidelines for your references para po alam nyo yung mga preparation nyo when you attend the Laguna LEGOlympics and the national competition. A team may not qualify for the next round of the tournament in case you have a tournament format with top 16, top 8 na ginagawa po natin sa Philippines. So dito po sa Philippine Robotics Olympiad, meron tayong elimination round na kailangan nyo munang pagdaanan and able for you to proceed to the final level. Okay? So That's why on the national level, it was scheduled 4 days, right? September 21, 22, 23, and 24. Mahaba-haba po itong labanan. Kaya po sinabi ko kanina na if you wanted to join, you need to give your full commitment to it. Okay? Then for documents and rule, I think we can share the link para po sa inyong references, but I'm not going to discuss it anymore. Okay, so ito yung pinaka-importante. We're all set with the rules and regulations. Please take note that we have another set of rules for robot materials and regulation. Every team needs to build one robot to solve the challenges on the field, and the maximum robot dimension before the robots start at a run are these figures: 250 by 250 by 250. Okay. Actually, when you have the available game field already, makikita nyo naman po yun sa starting area. And the cable must be included in this dimension. So during the training sessions po with the coaches and with the teachers, we will be explaining this deeper. Then another thing, teams are allowed to use only the following materials to build the robot. So we'll be sticking with Lego Education Solutions only. Ayan. So we're promoting Lego Education Spike Prime. That's the latest. But if you have the NXT and the EB3 for the national and international event, we still allow that. So for motors, yung motor, kasi meron mga competition po na meron silang restriction. So for this event po, only motors from the platform or from the set mentioned are the set controllers. And for the sensors from the platform set, which is the Lego Education set, is allowed as the controller. In addition, it is also allowed to use the following materials. Kung ano po yung mga sensors inside the core set, you could use that. What are those? Ultrasonic sensor, the color sensor, and so on. Plus, you could also add the high technique color sensor because this is not included in the set. Okay? Then batteries, only official Lego rechargeable batteries are allowed. Yan. Siguro po may mga question kayo in mind. How do you find out? Malalaman nyo ba? Makikita nyo ba? During the competition po, we have marshals assigned who check during the registration. Kasi po, we can easily identify if those are legit Lego Education Solutions. Okay? And for building materials for the construction of the robot, only Lego branded elements are allowed. Okay? Please take note of that for robot materials and regulation. Okay? So we're all set with this. And please take note, important things to be remembered is a team is allowed to bring and use only one controller during practice time or robot runs. And the team can bring a spare controllers, but the team should leave it with the coach. And if the team needs a spare controller, the team should contact first the judge, the marshals, before getting the spare part. Mahigpit po tayo dito. Alright? Then a team should place the controller in the robot in a way that make it easy to check. Pero during the registration po, chine-check na po yan. And a robot must be autonomous and finish the mission by itself. Once you release your robot, that's it. Okay? No any radio communication like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi dangle, remote controlled or wired control system na papayagan po sa competition. Okay? Then a team is not allowed to perform any action or movement to interfere or assist the robot after the robot started with the run. Okay? And any software to code, the robot is allowed and team can prepare the code before the competition day. If a team uses a software that requires an online connection, a browser-based tool, the team should check if there is an offline version for the competition day. Kasi nga po, bawal ang mga wired communication. Okay? Then for Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or any remote connection must be switched off during check time of robot runs. Kasi po, right after that given assembly, you need to submit your robot for checking. And you could also use of SD card to store program that is allowed. SD card must be inserted before check time and may not be removed until the next practice time starts. Okay? And a team should prepare and bring all the equipment, enough spare parts, software, and portable computers. And if needs during the tournament, teams are not allowed to share a laptop or the program for a robot on competition day. The competition organizer is not responsible for the maintenance or replacement of any material, not even in any case of accident or any malfunction. So you need to be prepared ahead of time. And game table and equipment. So we'll be sharing the guidelines for your references. There you go. So I think we could skip with this. And please take note, I mentioned earlier that during the competition day, we give surprise goal for the element of surprise. Okay? And for the game challenge for each category, Robo Mission Elementary Game Rule Season 2022, and the game challenge is the Garden Robot. Okay? So technically, when we talked about the garden robot, ayan po, di ba, nung panahon ng pag-usbong ng ECQ, marami ang bawal lumabas. So technically, we use our garden as an outlet. So with that kind of scenario, there are numerous applications of robot at home and in the daily household. One example is the robot that can perform various tasks in our garden na i-highlight natin for this challenge. So these are robots that can clean pools, sow plants, or water flower. And on the elementary game field, the robot takes up cutting the grass and collecting the bad weeds. And at the same time, the robot has to watch our ladybugs that are on the robot's path and bring them safely. Mamaya pa during the live demonstration, ipapakita namin yung elementary challenge. Okay? So this is the game field looks like. Ayan. So as you can see, those are the elements needed. So as you can see, it's visible that we have the start and finish area. We have the ladybug. We have the grass, the badweed position. We have the route area, which is the dark green, the fence position. We have collection point 1. Service point 1 and collection point 2. So dito, to simplify the task, as ang robot po natin ay magsisilbing gardener, and as a gardener, of course, you need to take care of all the elements to make it more beautiful and healthier. Okay, to give you an idea, allow me to show this elementary challenge video. Please press 1 if I have a sounds. But even if there's no sounds, I think that one will do as long as you see the actual task. Okay, just for a while. Okay. So technically from start position, we have the badweed, the grass, there are fences as well, and as you go along the way, you can gather points. But as you notice, there are fences to consider, and you are not allowed to touch it or to break it because there must be a corresponding negative or minus points for you. Right, so the elements, which are the Lego pieces, comes with a representation. Like for example, that one is a ladybug. So ladybug is not good in the garden, so we need to remove it. Remove it by pushing it will do. We can get 5 points from that. We can collect that and then place it or deliver it to the collection area. Wherein when you're able to do it, you could gather points. Alright? There you go. Right after execution, you need to have that elements that could give you 70 points. And right afterwards, you need to go back and be able to gain points. So for elementary challenge, when you accomplish completely the mission without minus points, you could actually gather a total of 125 points. There you go. And that's it. Okay. There you go. So, moving forward for junior high school game rule season 2022, our challenge game is the rescue robot. So, the rescue robot support rescuers in an emergency situation. So, this is the scenario with dangerous or difficult tasks. Such robot must be able to withstand heat, overcome debris or stairs, detect injured person, transport hazardous materials, and create situation pictures of unknown environment. So the junior game fields deals with some of these tasks. And on this playing field, the robot tasks are to assist and extinguish a fire in a factory, to transport hazardous chemicals, and to provide the rescue service with information about the position of people in the factory. And at the same time, the robot has to overcome unknown terrain on its way to the factory. So that's the introduction. This is the graphic of the game field in the different area. Then for you to understand more the topic or the task, allow me to share this video. So as you can see, as I mentioned, if you have this set, you could also use Lego Mindstorms easily. For crossing, you can gain 50 points. And there are elements that we need to get. All Lego elements inside the game field comes with an appropriate elements. Technically, the tab sits as the part of the Lego Monsters robot, for will be connecting every electronic components including the paper attached from the motors or the attached from the US So this challenge is intended for junior high school. Okay. And next up, we have My Care Robot for senior high school. Okay. And the scenarios are, there are numerous activities in which robot can support us in our daily life or enrich it. And robots can guide us through a museum in a creative way or can support us in tedious or strenuous tasks. On the senior playing field, the robot takes on the role of a care and transport robot in a hospital. It is supposed to take laundry to the hospital own laundry shop, bring water to different rooms, and play with the patients. And at the same time, the robot has to pay attention to nurses and visitors as it makes its way through the hospital corridors. Okay, there you go. And this is the game field. As you can see now, from elementary to junior high school to senior high school, dumadami yung elements that we need to consider for execution. Kasi nga, we actually consider that, especially the age appropriate for age definition. So let me share with you the video. Usually yan po yung mga makikita nyo sa YouTube. Ayan. So from these, naka-hide yung robot design niya. Okay? Because we're still waiting for the World Robot Olympiad. So technically, they don't wanted to show their robot design. But as you can see, watching this video, it is executing the given tasks for the senior high school level. There you go. So as you can see now, mas dumami yung elements from this task. Right. So as you can see, from the game field, we have there the different scenarios the hospital, wherein we have the ball game, the equipment area, the water bottle, the marking block, we have the laundry block, we have the start and finish area at the middle, and then we have another laundry area, and that one is the laundry container, and that's the laundry area. Then the people position, then right afterwards you need to go back to the start and finish position. Okay, so I'm showing you this video for you to become more excited for the said competition. But we invited one of our members from I Create Cafe Manila. She is a junior coach. She is under elementary category. So technically, she'll be sharing with us a live demonstration under elementary category, just to showcase on how we should do it, and for you to see as well on how we're gonna use the Lego elements on each given task. So with that, I'll stop sharing my screen and allow me to introduce Sophia Celine. She is from I Create Cafe Manila, and she is also part of I Create Cafe Manila Junior Coach Program. All right, there you go. So Sophia is 11 years old, and currently she is a grade 6 student. So technically, she'll be sharing with us the challenge under elementary category, which is the garden robot. Okay, so Sophia, are we all set? Okay, there you go. So we have there Sophia, and are we all good? Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, there you go. So as you can see at the moment, Sophia is staying on Felta Multimedia's Innovation Hub. We're in to simplify the demonstration. We just get a game field. We set it up on the floor. Wherein, as you can see, we have there the complete Lego elements that represent each elements. Okay, so Sophia will be sharing with us the challenge for elementary. Are we all ready, Sophia? Okay, there you go. So with that, I'm giving now the spotlight to Sophia Celine. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sophia Celine Avan. I'm 11 years old and a grade 6 student. So for today's demonstration, I'll be sharing with you the WRO Elementary Challenge with a team of My Robot, My Friend. Alright, so this challenge name is the Garden Robot. Alright, so you know that there are numerous applications of robot at home and in the daily household. One example is a robot that can perform various tasks in our garden. There are robots that can clean pools, so plants, or water. Alright, so here we have the game field, which has a lot of elements, and here we have our gardener, which is the locations like right. We have here the smart hub, which is the brain of the robot, the small motor and the large motor, which is connected to the wheels for our robot to move, and the color sensors. All right, so here we go. So as you can see next to it is a fence. So this time, our robot, if our gardener touches it or damaged it, would be a minus point. So you have to be very careful not to touch the fence. So there are 11 fences. All right, so you might notice that there we have the ladybug, and our gardener needs to move them away for them to be safe, and our plants will be healthy too. And the green element represents the grass. So as you can see, the grass is growing, and we need to cut it like this. And you might think that the red element is the flower. No, it's actually the bad, and it's old, and our gardener needs to remove it. All right, so let's make our robot run. All right, so here we go. Guys, ready? 3, 2, 1. Right, as you can see, it's moving forward. There we go. It's moving the ladybug. The thing is didn't touch the pen. And now the censoring. Oops, there you go. That this one is actually super cool because it's helping that environment. Alright, there you go. It accidentally picked up the old one. Right? So there you go. Now our gardener is putting them right here. Alright. And there you go. Now our robot is going back. So you might ask why I did only the half of it. So I didn't do there just like the video that teacher Annalene showed us. It's because that this will just give you an idea on how the challenge will work. All right, so I simply invite everyone, please join the first Laguna LEGOlympics 2022 with the team My Robot, My Friend. Maraming pong salamat and mabuhay po kayo.
All right, thank you so much, Sophia Celine, our junior coach of I Create Cafe Manila, Felta Multimedia Inc.'s Educational Center here in the Philippines. And of course, to our Lego Education Academy Inc. Master Trainer, Miss Annalene Aban. Thank you so much to both of you. Very informative and very inspiring, Sophia. So to all our students who's in this call and who are watching right now live at Felta Multimedia Facebook page, kung kaya ni Sophia, kayang-kaya nyo din. Okay? So, prepare yourselves and join the first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics 2022. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. And now, I know everyone is excited and everyone would like to prepare for this upcoming event and of course for the Philippine Robotics Olympiad. So, we wanted to give you all the time for you to prepare for this event, especially nagkaroon na tayo ng idea kung ano yung mga robot or ano yung project na gagawin natin for this. Now with that, to give us a closing remark, let us all welcome. He is the program chair of National University Laguna. Let us give a virtual round of applause to Sir Vincent Rivera. All right, Sir Vincent, I think you're on mute po.
Wala pa po, sir.
Wala. Still no, sir.
Okay na po. Hello
Ayan,
po.
okay.
Okay na po. Hello po. Okay.
Identify a common
Okay na po.
academic problem
Okay na po.
and then propose
Hello, good afternoon everyone. I would like to thank everyone present today for their participation in the launching ceremony of First Laguna Robot LEGOlympics. We are also thankful to Felta Multimedia Incorporated and Department of Trade and Industry Laguna for choosing NU Laguna as the venue for the upcoming First Laguna Robot LEGOlympics. NU Laguna is honored to support this initiative that promotes science and technology in educating youth. We are seeing the decline of COVID-19 infections, so we are very hopeful that we can have the face-to-face competition here at NU Laguna. The First Laguna Robot LEGOlympics Secretariat are looking forward to your active participation of the upcoming activities as well as in the competition. Thank you for your attendance and we will see you again. Thank you.
Goals and then as diverse as
Thank you so much. Once again, the program chair of National University, Sir Vincent Rivera. And I know everyone is very excited, but before we end this event, may I invite everyone to please switch on your camera for a group photo. Show us your beautiful smile. I know everyone is excited and would like to start up with their project. Okay, but before that, everyone, please switch on your camera and we'll be having a group photo. So we will have Sir Jovin to take the group photo for everyone and we'll be sending it here on our chat box. Okay, there you go. All right, I think we're all good. So please show us your beautiful smile and let's have a group photo for this wonderful and very exciting first Laguna Robot LEGOlympics 2022. All right, ready? And 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, once again, thank you so much on behalf of Felta Multimedia Inc., National University Laguna, and of course, DTI. We're very excited and happy for this event. Mabuhay po tayong lahat and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you and goodbye.